Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you tonight for a album review. This is for a new album review that comes out on July 22nd, but I'm premiering this on July 21st, of course, so at midnight or 12:30 a.m. So that's when you'll see the review, but this is for Palisades' new album, Reaching Hypercritical, that I just got done listening to for all 11 songs. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this highly anticipated album we've been waiting for since March, which is which was when they released the Better song, and we got the album announcement then. So yeah, this like I said, this is for Palisades Reaching Hypercritical, so I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this new album by Palisades and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this album review, the new album review. Sorry for the lengthy intro and sorry for repeating myself. I've been having like ear problems or something. I don't know. It's just been bugging me for some reason. So I don't know. It's just maybe my ears are muffled or something like that, or something like that. But to get into the album review, I think My Consequences, the first song on the album to open this album up, was a really good start for sure to kick off this album. And yeah, this was a good, uh, heavy track for sure. I like the drum work, I like the guitar work. Brandon Elgar's vocals in this song are really amazing, and his angry vocals are pretty good too at the bridge part of the song. So 5 out of 5 for My Consequences. It's such a banger of a track, and it definitely rocks for sure. Reaching Hypercritical, the title track for the album name, of course, is such a good song. It I remember listening to this back in April of this year, and it was so good. And yeah, I like the lyrics in the song, and just the way Brandon Elgar is singing the track sounds really good. So 5 out of 5 for Reaching Hypercritical. Invincible Die Down, one of the regular songs, is such a beautiful track. I like the way Brandon Elgar is singing it with the I hope this dies or whatever, the way he's singing it. It sounds really good with how he's singing it. So, not the way I sung it, but close to it. But yeah, um, still pretty awesome song. Like the drum work and guitar work in it, and vocally, Brandon Elgar sounds really good in this track. So 5 out of 5 for Invincible Die Down. Your Misery is a pretty heavy song for sure, but it works with what it's going for. It has some electronic work in it, but it does very well with what it's going for. And first, I'll give it a 5 out of 5 for this song because I really enjoyed it with Brandon Elgar singing in the chorus. Your misery is intoxicating lyric is really breathtakingly good, in my opinion. So, yeah, 5 out of 5 for your misery. Without You was probably the solid track of this album, one of them at least, because I wasn't a fan of Sober either, but that's just my opinion. I didn't hate Sober. The only part I liked in Sober, which I'll get to that when I continue on with the review, but I'll tell you what I thought of Sober in due time. So, Without You is getting a 4.5 out of 5 due to the fact that there are some moments in the track where I wasn't sure if I was feeling for Brandon Elgar's vocals in the verses mostly, but it didn't sound so bad, so I'll give it a 4.5 out of 5. And the sixth track is Better, and this is a great song for sure. I love the bridge part when it comes in, the life inside the depths of me or whatever. It sounds really good, and I just in lies this side of depths of me, or something like that with the lyrics. I might be mispronouncing the lyrics a little bit wrong, but or wording the lyrics wrong, so please forgive me on that. But still, I really liked Better with what it was going for. Brandon Elgar sounds really good vocally in this track, so 5 out of 5. Frey is a pretty amazing song, and uh, this was a pretty interesting track for sure. Really enjoyed it for what it was going for, and there's like talking at one moment where this guy's leaving a voice message or something saying "I love you, bye" or whatever, something like that. So I noticed that when listening to the track, so it was pretty interesting. And yeah, it was a good track, so 5 out of 5. Sick of the Attitude is one of the heaviest tracks on this album for sure, and it is amazing. I really love it, and Brandon Elgar just sounds good with his raging singing voice, and it sounds really good. So he almost sounds like he's screaming a lot more in this track, so it delivers quite a punch, and it's such a good song. So 5 out of 5. Fade Away is pretty nice, and another song that I really enjoyed from this album. So 5 out of 5 for this one. Sober, I think this is the studio version of this track, and it doesn't sound that bad. It starts off with the guitars going in, the or whatever, and then it goes into the guitars and drum work, and it sounds pretty good with how the song originally starts, with the weird electronic work at the beginning, then the heavy drum work and guitar work. But this is like the studio version, and it doesn't sound so bad, so I'll still give it a 4.5 out of 5. It's a pretty solid track. And finally, Closure. It was, I don't know, but Wikipedia got it wrong with saying it was called Closer, but it's called Closure. When I listen to the song, it's called Closure. So Brandon Elgar sings the lyric "closure" in the song, so I'm like, that's what the song name is. But it's still a pretty good track for what it went for. I like Brandon Elgar's vulnerable lyrics, and the way he's singing it with his voice sounds really good. And I really enjoyed this song, so 5 out of 5. Overall, production, mixing, and execution, I think Reaching Hypercritical was a really good album, for sure. Gonna be on my best albums of 2022 by the end of the year, for sure. And yeah, Palisades did a very good job on this one. And I'm kind of glad I got to be introduced to them last year, last December, because I'm really enjoying their new stuff and all that. So first score for me, I'm giving Palisades Reaching Hypercritical album a 9 out of 10. This was a really rocking album, and it's definitely something to buy for sure on CD or download it or whatever, and support this band for sure because they deserve it. They did really good on this album, in my personal opinion. So 9 out of 10 for Palisades Reaching Hypercritical. There may have been like two songs I might have been unsure what to think about, which was Without You and Sober. But other than that, the rest of the album is pretty amazing. So comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Palisades album, Reaching Hypercritical, if you've heard it. And if you enjoyed this album review that I made for you guys tonight, which is premiering after midnight, I think, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can, support the channel. I will have another review for you for Muse Kill or Be Killed tomorrow, and also a Day to Remember Miracle. I know my Day to Remember album review is already out by now after recording this video, because I'm recording it at 10 p.m. on July 20th for this review, but I just want to premiere it on the 21st so I don't get in trouble with their label. Hopefully not. Hopefully they'll like this review. Brandon Elgar and his band Palisades will like this review because they commented on my Reaching Hypercritical track review, and they pretty much enjoyed what I had to say on it. So thank you very much for watching it, for sure, bro. Um, and hopefully they'll like this album review. So with that being said, I will return to you for more reviews in the morning. But until then, have a good night, guys. Stay safe. Take care. Hope you enjoyed this uh, album review for Palisades Reaching Hypercritical. I'll also be doing Jack White's new album review, most likely tomorrow or tomorrow night. But as always, I will see you in my next review.